Hey YouTube, been a minute since I've been on the channel, but today I kind of want to show you how to replace a bumper bracket on a 99 through 06 Chevy Tahoe. I know it's not something normally that, like my other two videos that I'll put on my channel, but before I get into that video, I want to talk to you about how I'm probably going to change my channel name, because I don't work on strictly OBS Fords. I kind of go back and forth between Chevy, Ford. I don't really mess with Dodge at all, but I want a different name because it doesn't really suit only OBS Fords. So I haven't worked on my OBS Ford in a while. I actually kind of got away from that after I did a motor swap in it and a transmission swap, because there's just so much that I have to do to it. Kind of ran out of money, and time is also not on my side because I work 6-7 days a week. But I got out of that, and I actually went and bought this 2002 Chevy Tahoe. It had 83,000 miles on it when I bought it, and it was all sun faded and it had rust, you know, being a Michigan vehicle. So I went through and I sanded it down, got rid of all the hail damage, sunburn. I repainted it myself. I fixed all the rust. So I kind of want to show you guys what that'll look like, but I'll show you that, here in a little bit. So that's why I'm changing my channel name, because like I said, it's not strictly OBS Fords. It's pretty much anything I can get my hands on, because I can work on pretty much anything, and I don't want to dedicate it to just one thing. So with that being said, I want to get into this bumper bracket video. The reason I'm doing the bumper bracket on it is because I had one of the bolts snap off and I replaced the bumper and the bracket that holds it to the frame. So anytime I hit a bump, like a pothole or a little divot in the road, railroad tracks, it'll make kind of a clunking noise, and I'm just kind of getting tired of hearing that. So I'm going to pull the bumper off of this, show you everything that has to be done to get the bumper off of it. Mind you, my Tahoe has a bull bar on it with a light bar in it, so I'll have to take that off. Most Chevy Tahoes don't have that. They just usually have tow hooks that come out where my bull bar mounts. So that'll take a little bit extra time. If your Tahoe doesn't have it, then just completely disregard and skip this part. So on this, there's going to be a top piece, your engine cover, not engine cover, grill cover. You gotta take this off. Then you're gonna have little screws that are down in here on the four corners of the grill, where you have to take a screwdriver and turn those apart to get the grill off. And there's two clips in the side, so you gotta take these, let's see, probably about 6-7 clips out of this top, and this will come off. So pretty much the only tools you're going to need for the top section of this is a longer Phillips bit screwdriver, trim tool, which you can get these at O'Reilly's, AutoZone, wherever you feel like, Harbor Freight. And you don't necessarily need these, but they make it easier because you can just pry the clip apart. These are a 2-piece clip, so obviously you have to take out the front piece first, top piece, and take that out. And same for every other clip. So once you get this off, just set that off to the side. You got these 4 screws right here. These just turn halfway, one down here, same as the other side. Twist these off. Surely you don't need the long screwdriver for the top one, just the bottom ones. And the grill will just pop right out, other than the 2 clips that are on the side. Just like that. Pops off here. You got a 10mm bolt here. Also, get yourself a bolt cup, because it's the easy way to keep track of your bolts. Just pop that side off there. It's kind of easy. I actually have a windshield tool from a glass shop. It actually works pretty good because you can usually get away without damaging things. Make sure you kind of hold your grill so it don't fall off the truck. That's pretty much all it takes to get the grill off. A little bit hard with the bull bar in the front because, you know, kind of sticks out underneath the grill. But after that's off, I gotta go after a bull bar. So now that the bull bar's off, which, like I said, they didn't really include every Tahoe out there, because some of them have them, some of them don't. To get the bumper off, there's 4 15s going down the center here. There's one there, and then there's one down there. Same on the other side. And then there'll be another 15 right there. You can take it off the frame, or you can take it off the bumper right there. Same as the other side. I'll come back once I get the bumper off of this and show you guys how to replace the bumper bracket on it. So now I got the bumper off the Tahoe. I'm going to be replacing the left side bumper bracket. It's the whole bracket with the frame mount, which this one's a little bit crusty because it is used. It's the original off of the Tahoe. I replaced the bumper on it because when I first bought it, it was crashed up. But anyways, there's 2 15s on this side you gotta take off. These have a nutsert on them. This one's a nutsert. This one's actually welded to this, so you don't have to worry about holding it. Both of these 15 millimeters. I'm gonna use this Torx CB to loosen up the bolts, you know, get them lubed up so to where you can get them apart. And then I'm using 15 millimeter ratchet wrench, because if you don't, then you probably won't be able to get the bolt out underneath this valance without taking the valance off, which I might have to, but I'm gonna go for. I just spray these down, let them sit for about 10 minutes so they can soak in. Just soak them down, use a whole can on it if you have to. If it's rusty and from Michigan, you're gonna wanna use a whole can. But I'll be back. Okay, so now I got these bolts broke loose after letting them sit for a while. I did have to drop the valance back because I couldn't get to it. So you may have to use an impact on it, just depending on how rusty your vehicle is. Which, being from Michigan, pretty much everything has rust. Even 5-year-old cars have rust here. Salt's terrible. Also watch your knuckles when you're doing this because I kind of chip mine a little bit on the edge of the bumper. It's easy to do. If you want to take a pulley apart, you can really get to it with some power tools and you don't have to deal with the hand tools, but I more like building things with my hands because I feel like I did more. But that's all there is to it, 2 bolts. And get your new bracket. Make sure you spray down the holes in the stud. That way it's easier to get them off and put them back together. Take that, slide it down into place. Push your nut started so it don't go anywhere. Also spray your bolt when you put it back in because that'll help it go in the hole easier and it'll clean off most of the debris. This Torx CB I'm using, it's a penetrating oil but also a cleaner. So the more you spray on it, you can kind of see the dirt fly off of it. Make sure not to get your bolt cross thread. Never start it with an impact because the more you cross thread, the more you're going to struggle to get it back together. And being a 20-year-old vehicle, you end up snapping bolts that way. But if you want to snap bolts and really get into a project, by all means do what you want to do. Now there will be kind of like a little line where you take the old bumper bracket off. You want to make sure to get it close to that line as possible so you don't have any fitment issues when you put it back up on the vehicle. I'm actually not going to use this frame mount. I have a frame mount on the vehicle already that I can put on there. It'll go together a little bit nicer since the bracket's already on there. Instead of trying to fight to put this into the frame while putting the bumper up onto the Tahoe. Ain't got to be super tight, but give it a good snug and that's about all there is to replacing that. I got away without removing the top pad because of the ratchet wrench, but like I said, you might run into some difficulties. If you have fog lights, then you can pretty much just lift them up. They're a little bit easier to do when they're aftermarket because they're kind of flimsy. Factory, not so much. They may break or the screws up here will start to spin and it'll give you problems. Other than that, they're fairly simple to do if you want to do it yourself. This will save you a little bit of money if you want to have your bumper fixed up and not take it. Sometimes you have to help these into the hole because they're kind of a pain. Get yourself a pair of channel locks and just squeeze them right up into where they got to go. You can hear that little clip. You should be able to push that secondary clip down just like that, and then you're down. Once the bumper's on, you're going to want to put 2 bolts in the top just so when you're down underneath it, the thing don't come off on you and probably hurt you. All you got to do is start them, you ain't got to tighten them. Another helpful hint, never tighten any bolts until you get all of them started, because once you tighten down one or 2 bolts, it can cause you not to get the rest started. Sometimes I get away with it, but a lot of the times I have to loosen the bolts back up and do it again, so I just figured I'd give you guys that helpful hint. But other than that, it's just 4 bolts on the top, 2 bolts on the sides of the bumper, and your fog light bolt. So I got the pull bar back on the Tahoe. Pretty simple. It's all good now. Hopefully I won't have no more rattles going down over bumps and railroad tracks. But if you guys want to see anything else, that maybe something's wrong with your Tahoe or whatever, I can pretty much do anything. I don't really get into mechanic work too much. I'm more a body and paint guy. So if you like this video, like, comment, let me know what I should do next, and thanks for watching.